Hello, this is question 2 on your mechanics paper from November 2021, the AES paper. You have a particle P moves along a straight line at time t seconds. This is the velocity, is in terms of time and constant. Find the acceleration of P. Remember, when we have variable acceleration questions, we have displacement or position vector, velocity, acceleration. As velocity is the rate of change in displacement, we differentiate this way. The same for the acceleration, and we integrate the other way. You need to remember this to do this type of questions. So we need the acceleration, and we have the velocity. We are going to differentiate. Yeah. So for A, the acceleration is going to be derivative of B with respect to t, which is 10 minus 2t. Yeah. Just derivating this expression, which is quite simple. Then the particle P is at rest when t is 6. Find the other value of t when P is at rest. So P is at rest when t is 6 is going to help us to find the constant of this constant. Yeah. Velocity when at rest means velocity is 0. So I'm going to substitute the velocity by 0 and the time by 6. So I have that 0 is going to be equal to 10 times 6 minus 6 squared minus k. So we have k is 60 minus 36, which is 24. That means that the velocity is 10t minus t squared minus 24. Yeah, and with this one, we are making it equal to 0. We will be able to find the other time when the velocity is 0. So we are going to solve 10t minus t squared minus 24 equal to 0. One of the values is going to be 6. We are looking for the other one. I'm going to rearrange in a way that is easier for you to see. So t squared minus 10t plus 24 equals 0. If we factorize, we have 6 and 4, no? So minus 6, t minus 4 equals 0, which means t is 6, that we already knew, and this is the other value that they are asking us for, yeah, 4 seconds. So the particle is at rest when t is 6 and when t is 4. Then find the total distance traveled by p in this interval. Now we know the roots. So we know when the velocity is 0, and we know that this is a quadratic. So be careful, because I'm going to show you. If we represent a quadratic, it's an u upside down, yeah, because the t squared coefficient is negative, and the roots are 6 and 4. So if we represent the velocity time graph is going to do something like this. This is 4, and this is actually, I'm going to do it a bit more like this. You'll see why. So 4 and 6, and this is the velocity, and this is the time. If we need to find the distance traveled between 0 and 6, and we integrate between 0 and 6 our velocity, this part is going to be negative, and this part is going to be positive. Remember, when our curve is below the x-axis, the integral is negative, and when it's above the x-axis, is positive, which means if I integrate the velocity between 0 and 6 to find the distance, I'm going to get a smaller distance that I should, because this bit will be subtracting this bit here. Yeah. So what we have to do in this situation is find the integral between 0 and 4, which is negative, between 4 and 6, and add them both together positive. Yeah. And we are integrating because we have the velocity and we want to find the distance. We need to find the displacement. So we are going to integrate. Yeah. So I'm going to integrate the function velocity. So I'm going to d1, so between 0 and 4 seconds. And my function velocity was 10t minus, minus t squared minus 24. So this is going to be equal to 10t squared divided by 2 is 5t squared minus t cubed divided by 3 minus 24t between 0 and 4. So we have I'm going to do in the next page. Let me copy. and we do here. So this is going to be equal to 4, so 5 times 4 squared minus 4 cubed divided by 3 minus 24 times 4, all when I substitute the 4, and then when I substitute the 0 is 0. And this is minus 112 divided by 3. So negative, as we expected. Then the second integral, that is going to give me the second distance, is going to be the same, but between 4 and 6. So I'm not going to integrate again. I'm going to use this function between 4 and 6. So 5t squared minus t cubed divided by 3 minus 24t between 4 and 6, which is 5 times 6 squared minus 6 cubed divided by 3 minus 24 times 6 minus brackets 5 times 4 squared minus 4 cubed divided by 3 minus 24 times 4. This is positive because it's above the x-axis and it's 4/3, which means the distance is going to be equal to the positive value, so 112 divided by 3 plus 4/3, which is 116 divided by 3. You can leave it like this, or maybe we can divide round to 3 significant figures. So this is 38.7 meters to 3 significant figures. Yeah, and that's the distance. And you have to be careful with these type of questions. Usually they are prepared for you to sketch the graph first, or is very easy function, and you have to you found the roots first. So it's not too difficult to realize that you have roots between 0 and 6, because they usually ask you to find them first. Yeah, but be mindful of that, because if you integrate between 0 and 6, you are going to get the wrong answer. Yeah, that's all with this question.